In the previous video, I asked you which had the biggest volume. This one here, this cone here, or this cone here. This is very similar to what we've done in the past. In the past, I gave you something like this. In one of the early videos a long time ago, I gave you a graph like this, where the equation for this line here is cos x plus 8. And for the blue line, it would be cos x plus 5. So the difference between the two is 3. So this height here will be 3. Well, I would then ask you which will have the biggest area. This one here, or don't forget this is also 3, or this rectangle here. And it turns out that they're the same. But if you slice this up, hang on, if you slice this up into hang on, slice this up, so then move this one down here, it will look something like this. It will look something like this, and then slice this thing up. Bear with me, and then move this thing down here. It will look something like this. You see, you can oops, you can hang on. Move this one down here, it will look something like this. And then cut this one up. You can move it down. And then it will look something like this. This one here, hang on. This one here, cut it up, and it will look something like this. The point is that you can slice this up. Hang on. You can slice this up, move it down, and it will look something like this. And slowly it will match up. But the point is that if you look at this, the width here is delta x. If you make delta x to head towards 0, then eventually everything will actually line up. This is 3, so you move it. So this slice here is 3. Move it down here. It's 3. This height. Well, as delta x tends to 0, then it lines up neatly. This thing here really becomes this as delta x tends to 0. So the point I'm trying to make here is that gear your mind into slicing everything up into tiny minute slice everything up into really thin slices, and then everything will match up. It actually matches up to the rectangle itself. Over here, the delta x is too big, so it looks like this. But as you make delta x tends to 0, then everything will line up. So going back to here, gear your mind into thinking of slicing this up into gear your mind into slicing this up in such a way that delta x is next to 0. So when it's next to 0, then this will map almost precisely onto this. And then gear your mind into if you make delta x to be too big, if you make delta x to be too big, it will look something like this. And then when you move it down, it won't match up neatly. But if you make the delta x to head towards 0, then all these circles will match up, will match up neatly. So basically, gear your mind into thinking slicing this up in such a way that delta x tends to 0. Then everything, all the circles will match up. Okay, so these two are actually the same. And then going down here, these two areas are actually the same. But you've got to gear your mind into slicing up all the pieces, so in such a way that delta x is next to 0. Okay.